Hello there, this is Sammy. I have a question about motorboat traveling in upstream and downstream water. The question is, a motorboat takes 5 hours to travel 200 kilometers going upstream. The return trip takes 4 hours going downstream. What is the rate of the boat in still water, and what is the rate of the current? Okay, so to understand this question better, we need to know the definitions of upstream and downstream. So when the boat is moving upstream, that means that the boat is moving in the opposite direction to the flow of the stream. And the downstream means that the boat is flowing in the same direction as the stream is flowing. Okay, so let's talk about the first trip, right? So the trip going, let's say we're going from point A to point B. We know the distance is 200 kilometers. So D equals 200 kilometers. Okay, and the time to go from point A to point B, we know that it's equal to 5 hours. Okay, so at point, we'll say here at point A, we got the boat. It's a box, and it's moving in this direction. Okay, going from point A to point B, and we can use the letter X to represent the rate of the boat in still water, or the boat's velocity. Okay, and um, the rate of the current. Okay, because see, the boat is going upstream. The current is actually going uh, in the opposite direction. So the current is going this way. So we can use y to represent the rate of the current. Okay, so what we could do is we can actually find the velocity. Okay, going upstream. Okay, so the velocity upstream, US, we know velocity is equal to distance divided by time. So it'd be 200 kilometers divided by 5 hours, which would be 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, and then for the return trip, okay, um, we'll go ahead and draw that over here. Return. Okay, see the boat. So we have A and we have B, point A and point B. The distance is the same. So distance is 200 kilometers. Okay, and we're going. Boat is now going. It's over here, going from point B to point A. So the trip, it went from point A to point B, and that return is going from B to A. So it's going in the other direction. Okay, and the current, okay, is also is moving in the same direction. So this is moving in downstream. So as you can see, uh, in the trip, the boat is moving upstream. It's going against the current. Here it's moving. This is downstream. The boat is moving in the same direction as the current. Okay, and it took 4 hours. So it took less time. So the time is 4 hours. So we can find the velocity upstream. Okay, so the downstream velocity, which would be, in other words, distance over divided by time. So 200 divided by 4 is 50 kilometers per hour. Okay, so now we can actually set up two different equations. Okay, because the boat and the current are moving in opposite directions here in upstream, you're going to have x minus y is equal to this velocity 40 right here. Okay, and then for the return going downstream, because the boat and the current are moving in the same direction, it's going to be x plus y is equal to the downstream velocity, which is 50. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the equations over here. We have x minus y equals 40, and x plus y is equal to 50. We can actually add these two equations to eliminate the y variable. So if we do that, we're going to get 2x is equal to 90. We divide both sides by 2. and we get x equals 45. And then we can find y by plugging into either one of the equations. So we can put it in the first equation, okay? So we plug in the x there, so you have 45 minus y is equal to 40, and we move y to the other side, okay? So we're going to add y to both sides, okay? So I have 45 is equal to 40 plus y, then we need to subtract 40 from both sides. So this will go to 0. This will be 45 minus 40 is 5, and so 5 will equal to y. So we have x is equal to 45, and y is equal to 5. And so these are both going to have the same units. It was talking about kilometers per hour. And remember, we said x is going to be the rate of the boat in still water. So this is the rate of boat, okay, in the still water. And then the y is the rate of the current, And that's the answer. Have a good day.